Hey, we have Bitcoin symbol BTC versus the dollar. Looking at CME chart right here, we got a lot of very interesting things going on right now as the lower term timeframes are putting in a redistributive pattern after putting in a bit of a death cross right here, playing it out. And as long as below the 21 exponential average on this 4-hour time frame, I do look at this as essentially playable, as this does put in yet again another lower high and very likely retesting around our current lows at the low $41,000 to $41,500 region in this blue box territory right here. With that said, I would obviously invalidate everything that I'm about to say after this statement. If Bitcoin can trade and close, especially a 4-hour dildo back above 45,000 bucks, also 618 Fibonacci right there, or just trade above your 24th of September high. If one of those two things happens, I would be looking for Bitcoin to put in a move towards 47,000 bucks, maybe even complete the bear trap with moving onwards and upwards from there. And however, until that happens, Bitcoin, I do believe, is heavily bearish below 45,000 bucks. And we've been marching down that level ever since a couple weeks ago when Bitcoin put in this high right around here. And it's just been trend until ever since then. We do have hidden bearish divergence that Bitcoin's still playing out right here. And we do see that 4-hour jewel still downside angled alongside volatility, which is actually not ticking up just yet, but we are consolidating right now, to be fair. With that in mind, I do want to go over here to the regular charts and let's go look at the daily, of which, or sorry, actually over here. Yes, there we go. Onto the daily. We do have a silver cross that is happening in this fashion to the downside, whereas 55 coming in around basically 45,000 bucks, technically a little bit below there, but in line with that same area. So above there, I would invalidate everything, and this would look, pretty damn good actually. But for right now, we got major moving averages and a bearish posturing. 9 exponential average is governing for right now. BBWP is expanding above 50 percentile, so volatility is turning up alongside a lower high fashion, and this is very likely setting up for continuation to the downside. Daily jewels also might even tip on over there again. So how would I judge continuation to the downside, and where would targets be? Well, first things first, would I be looking for another bounce off of this bottom area right here? Sorry, actually, we can go back to this chart over here. Let's do this one. Boom. Okay. So would I be looking for another bounce off of 41,000 bucks or anywhere around there first? Yes, I would. I don't think that is necessarily ready to break down just yet. Maybe tomorrow or probably Thursday, as these things do traditionally become a lot more statistically likely to break down when they're about 70 to 75% full right here. And I would judge that by either a 4-hour closure on new lows below about 41,000 bucks, or just a lower wick low than what we saw on the 24th of September. One of those two things would work for me. And then this does have a technical target from a descending triangle coming in all the way down at just below 37,000 bucks, which is in line with Bitcoin's last major low from early August. That is also confluent with what we see over here on the Bitcoin Lobs curve zones, which Bitcoin does look like it's about to lose the yellow zone. And if that happens, I do typically look for a test down to the green zone top side, and that is 33,500 bucks. Where is that also coming in from? Well, if we go over here to our CME chart, that is actually Bitcoin's last major gap that we do see from late July, in fact, between about 33 to 34,000 bucks. So short term, there will be bounce along the way. Obviously, I'd still be looking for another bounce off of 41,000 or so. But if we do start to actually break that level, I would be looking for the next move down to about 37 or so before the next sort of respectable bounce. And then very likely a continuation over the next couple of weeks into that next major region. Again, invalidation is above 45,000 bucks. That'd look really, really good for Bitcoin actually. But until then, momentum oscillators are certainly downside angled. Daily Stokes down as long as we close today below 44.5. I'd even go as far as saying that as long as Bitcoin's below 44.5, or sorry, Bitcoin could even get back above 44.5, I might even call a bit of a bear trap there too. 12-hour is obviously going to be freshly crossing down with the closure below 42,000 bucks coming up a little bit later today. 4-hour is obviously down as long as below 43,700, and hourly is going to freshly cross down below 42,250 or so. So not looking too hot right there for the Bitcoin BULAs, at least for these timeframes. And well, I hope this one serves you well. With that said, take care and see you hopefully soon.